सो हेलो गाइस, आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं ग्रेड 8 ज्योग्राफी का चैप्टर 1 रिसोर्सेज। तो जब भी हम पढ़ते हैं वी शुड नो द मीनिंग ऑफ द चैप्टर। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर चैप्टर होता है फ्लोरा एंड फौना तो आपको पता होना चाहिए फ्लोरा क्या है। सो इधर रिसोर्सेज क्या होते हैं। सो रिसोर्सेज होता है समथिंग दैट सेटिस्फाइज आवर ह्यूमन नीड। अगर कोई चीज़ है और वो आपकी ह्यूमन नीड सेटिस्फाई कर रही है तो वो एक रिसोर्स है। जैसे अभी लॉकडाउन था तो फिर हम लोगों के लिए पढ़ाई के लिए क्या रिसोर्सेज था, फ़ोन या फिर लैपटॉप, बुक्स, बिकॉज दे सेटिस्फाई आवर नीड्स। what else satisfy our need? Oxygen, trees. So these all are resources. So resources have utility and worth. What is meant by worth? Worth is value. Fine. And utility is the use. Utility is something that makes an substance or a object a resource. मतलब utility is the thing which makes any object a resource. Fine. Moving further, तो अभी ना कुछ फैक्टर्स होते हैं। फैक्टर्स क्या होते हैं? कोई चीज़, ओके। फैक्टर्स आर सम थिंग्स जिससे यू कैन डिटरमाइन समथिंग, ओके। सो देर आर टू फैक्टर्स विच हेल्प अस convert object into a resource. The two factors are time and technology. Okay, technology, because over time our resources grew over time. All right, they grew over time. And technology, without technology there is a object, okay, there is some random object we have to study. Phone is of no use when we study, but the technology it has that the technology, जैसे गूगल मीट और टीम्स जैसे ऐप्स चलते हैं, तो वो टेक्नोलॉजी के वजह से ऑब्जेक्ट्स भी रिसोर्सेज बन जाते हैं। ओके, सो दिस वाज द थिंग. So the next concept is types of resources. So there are three types of resources: natural, human made and human. So natural resources are further categorized into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So let's study natural resources first. So what are natural resources? The word itself says natural, means obtained from nature. So natural resources are obtained from nature, and natural resources are used without modification, without human modification. So there are a few examples like air, water, sunlight, etc. So now let's move towards renewable and non-renewable resources. So let's go to renewable resources first. Renewable, there are two words. Renew means replenish, and able means it has the capacity. So able is capacity. So it has the capacity to replenish, means renewable resources can be replenished. Okay, the second point is that renewable resources are generally, not every time, but they are generally eco-friendly, and if they are eco-friendly they will not cause pollution. So what are the examples? The examples are renewable air, water, sunlight, एक्सेट्रा. फाइन. सो नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज, आपको अगर रिन्यूएबल समझ गया तो नॉन रिन्यूएबल समझने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. इट्स द ऑपोजिट. वहाँ पे था रिप्लेनिशेबल, सो इट डज नॉट हैव द कैपेसिटी टू रिप्लेनिश. दे आर नॉट replenishable. They might cause pollution, and since they cause pollution, they might not be eco-friendly. नहीं होंगे. Okay, they are not eco-friendly. Now अभी हमने सारी पॉइंट्स की. अभी एग्जाम्पल्स है कोल, पेट्रोलियम या पेट्रोल भी यू कैन राइट, पेट्रोल, डीजल एक्सेट्रा. फाइन. सो आते हैं हम ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज के ऊपर. सो ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज आर मेड बाय ह्यूमंस obviously. So they are took from nature and then they are changed and then they are converted into human made resources. The next thing in human made resources is that their original form is changed. जैसे चेयर इज़ अ ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्स, लेकिन वुड इज़ अ नेचुरल रिसोर्स. तो वुड का फॉर्म चेंज किया, उसको चेयर बनाया, एंड दैट विल बी अ ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्स लाइक दैट. सो ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज के एग्जांपल्स हैं रोड्स, बिल्डिंग्स, कार्स. ऐसे आप बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स दे सकते हो. ओके. Resources. So human is the most important resource because humans use their skill, knowledge, health and technology to make more resources. ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज भी कौन बनाता है? ह्यूमंस, राइट. So now I would like to use my handmade notes to explain you conservation of resource. So what is the resource conservation? So resource conservation is, see, resource conservation means conserving it. What is the meaning of conserving? Using carefully. So using resource carefully and giving them a little bit time to get renewed is known as resource conservation. Now, what is sustainable development? Sustainable development is balancing the need of resources and conserving it for future. Means not overusing it and keeping it for the future generations. So that was all. Thank you so much for watching this video. And yes, you have learnt a whole chapter in 8 minutes. I know I haven't taught you in much detail, but this is the most important points that you are supposed to know when it comes to this chapter. And I will soon share the extra questions and the important questions for this chapter. Stay tuned.